What's going on, guys? Jacob over here coming with my reactions to the Packers defeating the Chicago Bears. It took all of 60 minutes to do it, but they did. They won 21-13, and I mean, there's a lot of problems with this Packers team, but they win ugly and they win games, even though it is ugly. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters. All that matters is that the Packers are winning football games, guys. As frustrating and as difficult as it is to watch this team sometimes, they always find a way to win games. And before I get into the end of the game, I just want to say, this team to me is really similar to last year's team in that there's a lot of the same problems with them. They have an improved pass rush for sure, and I think their secondary is a lot better. But the offense is pretty much about the same. And the difference, I think, is that this team is figuring out ways to win in ways that they didn't last year. Last year's team, the entire season, I was like, this team really isn't that bad. They just can't figure out how to win football games. Like, they're always in the game. They were always playing hard and to the end, and they always had an opportunity against all of these different teams. They could just never, do it. And there was always a momentum swinging play last year that would just shift everything for the Packers, and it would allow the other team to win the game. It was Ty Montgomery's fumble against the Rams, or Aaron Jones's fumble against the Patriots, or the 4th-and-1 call against the Vikings that went nowhere. I mean, there was always just some momentum changing play that caused the game to go out of our favor and let the other team pull away. This year, it's a lot different because the Packers, they're finding ways to win. They are getting early leads, and then they're sitting on them. And as frustrating as it is, they're always able to hang on in the end. And they're just, as ugly as it is, they're winning. And that's the only thing that matters in football, is that you win the football game. So let's talk about that last play, though. Those last couple plays, I should say. Truly two of the most heart-stopping sequences of events I've experienced as a Packers fan. Like, the Bears should have had 2 touchdowns on the last 2 plays. Like, I mean, they should have scored on the Hail Mary by Trubisky. I mean, he got it there, and it went off of Jair's hands, and the Bears player, or the Bears receiver, I don't remember what his name is. I think it was number 88, but he had an entire hand and his arm on the ball. He had a chance to catch that football. And I get that's an extremely tough catch to make, and you have to have an insane amount of concentration. But, I mean, that legitimately could have been a touchdown. And then the next play, the lateral thing, and honestly, I'm not sure why more teams don't even do this, because when you do the lateral play, the reason that you do it is because you're out of range to throw it to the end zone, right? But when you have 30 yards to go, like the Bears did, the Packers are playing way off. They had all of their guys towards the end zone, right? They're giving you about at least a free 20 to 25 yards before they actually, get to you, right? I mean, as unlikely as it still is for you to score, you're still going to get close, and the fact that you get close gives you a good chance, not just throwing it to the end zone into a sea of hands. You're going to have your guy with the football at least within 5 to 10 yards of the end zone, and that's what the Bears did, and they almost got it. I mean, if whatever that guy was, I think it was their fullback, if he would have realized that he had 2 guys to his right side that were just sitting there, they would have walked in untouched if he was able to lateral to him, but of course he was getting tackled as that happened, and the Packers ended up winning. They kind of fumbled the ball, and it rolled over around the 2, and the Packers recovered it, but there was a legit chance on both of those final plays for the Bears to score. And, I mean, Matt Nagy, as much as I, criticize him and think that he's overrated, he drew up a pretty decent design to score a touchdown on that last play. It almost worked, but the Packers hung on, and that's the only thing that matters, so. What the hell was that noise? I don't know, but as for the offense, Rodgers, I mean, they don't need him right now, and they're winning games without him, and that's actually, a really, really cool thing that they're winning games without Rodgers being superhuman. But at the same time, he's not playing good at all. And the fact that, you imagine if Rodgers was playing at Aaron Rodgers level and this team was playing like this. They'd be blowing teams out, It's like Rodgers just isn't playing good. And he's making a lot of mistakes. Like the sack that he took after Dean Lowry's interception, that should have sealed the game and got the Packers into field goal range. All you got to do is throw that ball away to anywhere. But Rodgers takes the sack, and I understand that Aaron Jones missed a blitz pickup, but at the same time, you got to have an understanding of where you are, what your situation is, and what you want to do with the football. And I'm sure he's disappointed in himself for that, but it was very, very frustrating to watch that happen. So, they won, though. And Aaron Rodgers has looked pedestrian for like 4 out of the last 5 weeks, and they've won 4 out of 5 of those games, So, we're 11-3. We have the 2 seed right now, and we clinched the division if we beat the Vikings in their stadium. So, nobody expected us to be here. Nobody expected us to be in this position. Nobody thought the Packers were going to be this good this year. And yet here they are. Winning ugly, frustrating every single fan, but who cares? Because they're winning football games. It's just my 2 cents. But anyways, guys, though, thanks for watching. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. Does this Packers team have what it takes to win in the playoffs? And are you okay with them continuing to win ugly? Leave your comment in the comment section below. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Go Pack, go.